hello to stream.
Yeah. Hello everyone on YouTube.
Hello everyone on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
Did I do good?
Should be. As soon as I unpause, the Tugby starts to join in. You do know I put several 10 minutes earlier for everyone to join up.
Bah. Who needs preparations? Am I right?
Well, apparently some do.
Hmm.
Well, that was everyone's week started.
Good, I guess. I did watch the Netflix movie Annihilation with Natalie Portman. And it was slow, to put it nicely. Nothing bad acting-wise or director-wise, but it was really slow.
Yeah. I've seen quite polarized opinions on the film.
I mostly just seen people that is angry about it being centered about women, but those people are not allowed to have an opinion.
Probably. We're gonna piss off a lot of people. Hey.
Man, eating a bunch of spicy meat just before the stream was a bad idea.
Well, you're lucky. I ate something very spicy in the middle of the day. When the stream was on, I needed to go to the toilet. So yeah, you have it not very bad yet. Okay, I wanted to take. I wanted to make the train loading. Yeah. Turns out I need just shitloads of stuff for the oil outpost.
Yeah, you ones almost always need a bunch of stuff.
No, in this case it's worse. You need a lot lots of stuff.
I don't remember what we did Saturday. Anybody got an idea? What's that? What happened? Take this as a no.
The uranium plant up and running.
Nice.
I can build this thing.
Yeah, someone's gonna go into the VMO today.
Right. Oh, you're not running the music on the stream anymore?
I do. Maybe just a bit to. Maybe need to bump volume a bit. Yeah, check if this is better.
Yeah, now I can hear it.
Okay. Yeah, I also excluded one of the. It's like the free music on the Spotify playlist, but yeah, so one of the artists was claimed copyrighted, so yeah, I removed that from the list.
This iron setup is starting to be a little bit ridiculous.
What do you mean?
Takes up a whole continent, that's all.
What? No, no such thing.
This is a great setup to the great factory.
Yes.
Lights. Something sparkling in the Discord.
Zargon. Yeah, it's you.
Oh.
Yeah, you have some. Like it's rubbing against something.
Is it your beard that's trying to talk?
Shouldn't be an issue. I'm trying to.
Yeah, and your voice went like you're further away.
Well, I have the microphone same place as I've always had it. I
Yeah,
don't know.
You broke
totally.
something.
And we're out of beacons. Yay!
This is the point where I warn any and all headphone users to please be aware shit get loud.
I can force mute you.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
you can also
really
put
quiet.
push. You can also put push to talk for a few minutes while you fiddle with it.
That won't really fix anything because everything is boosted to the max. Quite literally everything. Why is it so quiet? Is this any better?
I wouldn't say that really, but
What about now?
same any movement of the mic is it's bad.
Alright, I'm gonna check the mic for a defect. CRB.
Hmm.
Smaller, tighter, very, very, way more stronger. Smaller, tighter, very, very, way more stronger.
All right, land. Forgot about that.
Alright, how does this sound?
A bit better.
I can make it louder.
Nah, I think it works.
Alright.
You sound a bit enclosed. That all.
Well, that's because I literally taped the microphone to my face. I can't really get it much closer than this.
Well, something happened with your mic for sure.
Well, it is literally a $2 microphone. What do you expect?
To be better than a $1 microphone?
Not really, no.
Mm. Too much
$2
to ask.
microphone is usually a $1 microphone resold. Haha.
Let's see. All me robots is flying away. Get back here. Made a mistake to remove all my roboports.
Rip.
So there's an army of robots that's traveling to nowhere.
Gotcha.
So, what are people working on?
I'm building the train to for the oil outpost, so I can properly make it.
Nice.
Yeah. Also, our beacon production was very slow. Ah, no worries, draining.
Don't worry about it.
What we need now in the near immediate future is the mall up and running, and all the chips ever. Right?
Yeah,
Alright.
sounds about right.
Where do we have a lot of iron and copper next to each other?
close is a relative term, I guess. Otherwise, above your sorting station for iron plate.
Yeah, that's actually a good amount of both.
Damn it.
Alright. Guessing I'm gonna need some furnaces for that. So I should find a... Ah, stone patch. This will do.
Malter,
Yes.
I'm looking at the copper thingamajig here, and I see it has some logic.
Mm-hmm.
How does that logic work?
We just count the amount of copper traveling through the points per check. So it's basically a fancy calculator.
Well, what does it do?
Oh, I just wanted to see how much traveled through at one moment. It just calculated each belt total travel amount.
Alright.
Sorry.
I'm
So
just
it's
looking over this, and I'm trying to figure out how it works, but I'm having a struggle.
yeah, it's not my design, and I think it was Sonos.
Yes, blame Sonos.
He ain't here, so blame the German, I guess.
Especially when he doesn't hear us.
Nah. Sono seems to generally know what he's doing. Let's see, I'm gonna need some bots. Logibots. Can I have all the Logibots?
Anybody want? Oh, I just run away with all our speed modules. That's a bad idea. But does anybody want anything from the old factory? I am running back for beacons and fast inserters.
Well-
I actually can just add a train, a few wagons onto my train.
It will go faster if I run.
If you could grab a few wagons worth of bots, that would be neat.
I can do that. Let's break the server. Yay.
Okay, I'll leave it to you then.
Alright.
Okay, why pumps are not produced?
Are we genuinely starting to dismantle the old base now? Or are we just kind of letting it slowly die a slow and painful death while we still build this one?
I guess a bit of both.
Yeah, from now slowly die because we don't have any proper production of the new base. So we kinda need the old one to supply stuff.
Right. Okay.
that feeling when you're running home and the concrete appears.
Yay!
It's nice.
Suddenly everything's fast.
Mm-hmm. Because before that you were really slow. I'm gonna time how long time it takes me to run back to the new base. So how do we want to set up the new mall? Should it be bot based? I guess.
Well, if you
build a-
know how to build bots tightly, which is the opposite of a mall, sure.
Yeah, I don't really like the bot mall. Also with the... You have to remember with the storage chest to take a request from storage chest and all that, so not a fan.
What do you mean request some storage chest?
Well, if when you put a requester chest, you need to take the request from storage chests.
Do you mean buffer?
Yeah, buffer.
Alright, because that makes sense.
That was close. Almost get run over by a train.
Yay! No, wait.
Almost.
Oh,
I'm sure something will try better next time.
Mm-hmm.
This would have been a wonderful opportunity for a political joke, but I will do no such thing.
I hope not. Because if you even think about it, I shall smite thee down.
Oh my.
So we are taking a chill today, I guess.
Yeah.
No worries, haven't said a word yet.
I said. No, I made general grumblings.
Greetings, General Grumblings.
Hello. I'm liking your artwork with the rails.
Yes, this is artwork and not 100% feature driven. Yep. Because surely no one would design a complex rail system like this, knowing that 90% of it would have to be redone anyway, because currently everything is hobbled together worse than should be allowed. Ha!
I thought we were doing direct trains between places rather than on a network.
Yes, we are. But since we don't have a tenth of the infrastructure needed,
We can't.
we can, but that would significantly delay the point at which the base is operational. So it's probably quicker to do it half-assed first, and then come back and fix it once we have the resources to do so.
Okay, fine. What do you want me to do? Because I missed a session or two, so I'm way behind now.
Alright, basically, we have iron distribution via the central point up and running. That's a good thing. We are
Okay.
making copper locally, but it's not connected to anything yet.
We are making steel.
Yeah, we are making steel, but that is also not connected to anything yet.
Yeah.
Oil is being worked on. I know PSI was working on it, but I'm not sure who is working on it now. It might need a rework as soon as possible, because that oil storage system is giving me all kinds of bad twitches.
And it's full.
The nuclear reactor is up and running. It needs a feeding system, though. The train station is there, it's ready, and it's designed to have one train come in, unload all the uranium fuel, and then fill up with all the used cells.
Okay.
Which right now, how many is it?
Lots.
None, actually. Or,
Some.
very few. I don't know.
So I take it that's connected to the main network, so that just needs connecting up to the line that's going north-south to the east of it.
More or less, yes. Ideally, the nuclear fuel train should just be a simple direct A to B line, because really, there's never going to be another train there.
No. Alright, I will run an A to B line with as few crossovers as possible.
Awesome. Also, if I can just find a spot that isn't black, so I could... Oh, right! Night vision is like hacks mode, so you can do this.
I can't do anything. However.
Because this is the crossing you'll have to use with tight rails. That's the one really bad part about tight rails, is that the crossings are not pretty.
Okay.
They become... they look kind of bloated, but... trust me, I'm an engineer.
It's
Yes.
how you cross wires in a wiring diagram. It's
I'm not sure how that's done, but I'm just gonna assume you know what you're talking about.
Are you building a roundabout?
No, that's the thing. This is not a roundabout, even though it looks like one.
it's a roundabout with flat edges.
No, the rails never intersect, or they cross over, but they never interact. That's the word I'm looking for. Haha!
So it's an ellipse about.
No, it's a normal crossing where the trains just cross. They don't do anything else. But it's for tight rails, so it has to be kind of weird because tight rails are tight. Haha.
What's the advantage of tight rails over not?
They're smaller.
Because space is an issue.
No, but this forces right-hand design, and basically when you want to run many rail lines, it's just easier to have them tight. It's also easier to group lines together instead of having 4 lanes going one way and then 4 lanes going another way.
Oh, okay.
So this is basically the smallest contained system you can make. But yeah, this is a reasonable intersection.
Okay.
Um,
I'll copy and paste.
who put that Malter? That crossing doesn't work.
Taz?
No. Check the diagram. Every lane crosses every other lane as the same block. You cannot have a train going east and west at the same time. Any train going any direction will block every train.
Which is why you use almost roundabouts.
Yes. They are feature-wise the same as... this, once it gets built.
But shouldn't there be...
I'm not arguing, I'm just going to copy and paste it, and if it doesn't work, it's his fault.
Yep, that's a good plan. Oh, it's daytime now. Yeah, because this keeps every intersection as a separate unit. So the topology between these two is the same. But because you can't shift a rail only one tile, you have to do that entire wiggle. It looks kind of like a roundabout. But trust me, it's not a roundabout because fuck roundabouts.
Yeah.
I like roundabouts.
Well, you gotta have them sized to the trains. So...
I quite like them. I haven't had a problem with them yet, so...
Let's see. I was doing copper wiggles about... yes. No power. That's probably an issue.
Almost definitely. Needs to...
Why is that not mirrored perfectly?
Reasons.
You will never know.
Okay, so that is accurate. That is accurate. Oh, it is accurate. It just doesn't look accurate. I see. There we go.
There we go. 9 glorious lines with iron.
But are they free range rails or lines?
You mean free range like a chicken?
Yes, or table.
Why?
But don't you have free range tables?
No.
What kind of
Must
tables
be
do you use?
I don't know how to answer the question. I guess locked in tables? Eh?
Yeah, that's really barbaric of you.
Yeah, I guess. We can't be all that contemporary thinkers like you Norwegians, so...
Oh, don't worry, this is a British trend.
No, don't blame me for this.
God damn it! He was paying attention! It was a Swedish thing?
What?
Yes, exactly. It was made by, Wyatt.
By who?
Yes, that's his name.
Okay. Does he live on the second floor?
No, third.
Oh,
Obviously.
makes sense. Makes sense. Goddamn
Yes.
Wyatt. Always hear some rumbling late at night.
Yep, that's Wyatt. Being his silly self. Haha.
Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. Do not look at my current position. There's nothing to see here. I have not contaminated the lines.
How bad?
Can be worse.
Also, why do you have side loading? Oh my god! Dear. Do I need to add my panic, there's an unknown item system?
What?
I made a rather small contraption that will basically beep loudly with global alerts whenever there's an item in a logistics system that should not have any other items than the specified ones.
That sounds horrible.
It's very useful when you have unpredictable players that might get suddenly creative.
Well, I wasn't trying to be creative.
Good.
I was trying to solve problems, and the problem solving turned into a disaster.
Not so good.
At least I was aware that I made a faux pas. Most people don't realize that they are making things worse.
Oh, that's
You-
that's
you-
the fun part.
You didn't do a foobar. You did a boo boo.
Yeah.
What is the technical difference between a foobar and a boo-boo?
A fupa is not socially acceptable. A boo-boo is what a
Comical
kid
reference.
does before it's diaper trained, I guess.
Well, you can also interpret it that Boo Boo is to do a mistake like a small child.
Yeah, I thought you were going to correct me and say, oh, you can't diaper train children. What do I know? I'm not a parent.
For half a
Oh,
moment
oh,
there, I
but-
thought he
but-
was
but-
gonna quote.
Believe me, little children, they don't do a boo boo. They do. What the fuck did you do, asshole? It usually
What are
comes-
you feeding your kids?
Though-
And at what corner did you find it?
What a rude child.
Well, that's the parents' reaction usually on what a kid does.
I'm gonna call Child Protective Services.
What, you think they want to mess with that? That's how you know you have a bad child. Not even Child Protection Services is going to help you. They're just like, no! No! Leave us out of this!
Yeah, this actually always interested me, because in Scandinavia the child protection services are, well, from our perspective, they are just bonkers. Yeah, generally, yeah. How do you how do you deal with the kids that you can't do anything about? I don't know.
You don't do anything about it. Because you can't do anything about it.
Yep, you basically just pretend it's not a problem and run away. Not necessarily in that order, that's up for interpretation.
I mean, we can't expect a government agency of any kind to actually work now, can we?
Oh, they'll work, it'll just be fairly slow. But that's actually a good thing, because if it's slow for everyone, that means it's not corrupt. It's when it suddenly becomes fast for someone, but not everyone, you should start to worry. In other words, the fact that everything is in politics is slow is proof that it's good. Hey!
Yeah.
I'm not feeling much love here.
I'm being skeptical until proven otherwise.
It's good that you are skeptical. Now stop so I can teach you how things work.
No. You can't make me.
Well, I can, it's just not socially acceptable. Which, of course, is the only reason why I wouldn't do it. Ha! Ha!
Well, that is a great opinion. Now let me explain to you why you're wrong.
Yes. So, for real, if you actually are having a reasonable discussion with reasonable human beings, trying to argue in good faith, starting with making sure you understand your opponent's argument is actually a very good way to go about things.
There's no such thing as a reasonable human being.
No, they exist in the same way like dragons exist. You just gotta look real hard. Yes.
Yeah, those sneaky bastards. Goddamn dragons.
Yep. Hiding away from these spooky humans.
Wait a minute. Dragon thinks the humans are spooky? They can spit fire from their mouths.
You can stab a human and it will live for weeks. You can remove all food from a human that usually needs to eat, at least once a day, and given they have some amount of water, they'll live for over a month. Humans are freaking scary.
Well, yeah. And according to the movie Annihilation, we can turn into flowers if we want to.
What?
God damn it. Now I don't really want to watch it.
It's the new Netflix movie with.
I know. It's
Yeah, but I was explaining for Stragan.
I think only a person living under the rock haven't heard about this movie, but right now.
Thanks.
What movie?
Annihilation. You've probably seen the commercial where they only refer to something as the Shimmer.
What?
And Natalie Portman and 4 other women are the main characters.
Oh, right, advertisement. Yeah, that used to be a thing. Yes.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
It still means nothing to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a really big movie, budget-wise, for Netflix. And it's basically shot in a dark cellar for some reason. And
Yeah, that sounds like Netflix.
it's really, really dark. You can't see anything. The story is good. The actors are good. The direction the movie's taking is really good. But I think that the writers fell asleep on their keyboards.
Oh?
And yeah. I say give it a shot. If it's not up your alley, I'll understand it.
You're not really selling it to me.
Yeah.
But it's a movie.
Yeah. And it's on
Why would I
Netflix.
watch a movie on Netflix?
Because Netflix is awesome?
Because
Yeah, but-
they're trying to break the box office by
But-
producing their own.
Things like Altered Carbon is so much better than a movie.
Yeah.
There's so much more in-depth storytelling, so much more complicated plot lines, which arguably is not saying much, but still.
Oh, don't worry. If you watch this movie, you will have way more complicated plot lines than
Yay!
any series.
Is it unnecessarily complicated?
No. No.
Aww.
You see, when a movie producer and a scriptwriter love each other really much, a movie's born. And sometimes that movie turns into a bad movie. That's not up everybody's alley.
So what
Yeah.
you're saying is, if a studio signs off that they want this new edgy movie, and then they reaffirm that they do want an edgy movie, so they get an edgy movie, and then in the last 3 weeks before release, they decided, oh, actually, no, we can't find our balls no more, so we don't want no edgy movie. We want something easy to swallow. And then you get a mess. Are you saying that's a bad thing?
Nah. I mean, just take a look at Warner Brothers. They got their shit together just before release, so I guess. I mean, what?
With what?
I mean, it's genius. Instead of asking an actor to shave, they CG the whole movie away his beard. I mean, that's just genius.
Well, the actor was.
That sounds
contractually-
really lazy.
No, the thing is, the actor was contractually obligated to have a.
Yeah,
to
but
have
there
a
are so many more solutions than CG off a beard. I think it was a fourth of
Actually, considering how expensive some actors are per time unit, it might actually have been cheaper to CG the entire movie than to have them spend an extra hour or two in the chair every single day they're filming.
well, you
the
also
Justice
have.
League.
Yeah, you also have to remember that it's not just the actor. You have to get the whole crew, and that's a lot of people.
There were 5 staff on the Justice League movie whose only task was to make sure that his face looks somewhat normal. And one of the guys were only CGing his mouth. I mean, they could have avoided that. I guess.
If you're gonna do things like that, you do actually want to put a proper team on it.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, that had to cost a lot of moolah.
Again, that only matters if the alternative would have been better and cheaper.
Hmm.
Because, as with everything, it's a trade-off. Maybe it was really expensive, but maybe it saved a lot of time, and maybe that time was expensive.
I say you could have cut out Superman from the Justice League movie and had a better movie.
I haven't seen the movie.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna have strong opinions about it. You're wrong!
I mean, if everything you fought for until the climax, and then God decides to descend upon the earth and just solve all your problems, there's no reason to have a climax anymore.
That sounds like a really lazy movie.
Mm-hmm.
How boring was it?
No, it was kind of interesting as long as
Wait,
Superman
why
stayed
are
out of the fights and everything.
Trains still...
But I mean, it's not worse than Suicide Squad.
Alright, I got good news. The Central Distribution Iron Hub is basically full.
And that's a good thing.
Yes, that's where we want all the iron to be.
Oh.
Until it's used, that is.
That's right, Lemon. Tell him.
What? I'm working on fixing the lines here so they look somewhat respectable and are somewhat easy to fix later. Because I
Oh.
try and have some dignity here.
No.
You could say I'm failing, but I'm still trying.
Oh, the beacons aren't high def yet, right?
Nope. Part of the reason why I'm not putting more effort into making screenshots is because the thing you really want screenshots of, like beacons and rocket silos, are still low res. Or reasonable res, I guess.
Oh well. It's still early access. It's not like a certain battle royale game I know that's have half of its components done and released and charging money for it.
Well, Factorio charged money many years ago, and the first few major versions cannot be called very functional or very pretty.
No, but they were straightforward in saying most of this game is not functional and not very pretty. You are aware of this.
Yeah, but they had a functional prototype that actually worked.
One can argue more games said that. Alright, this looks kinda messy, but there is now an easy separation with the input sides, because each station has 2 inputs and 2 outputs. They are now separated, so instead of having 2 iron plate cross loaders, we now have 1 iron and 1 copper, because, you know, reasonable for now. It's a mirror design, so it looks pretty. And the robo ports do not overlap. And they literally couldn't be closer.
So what you're saying is come up and place a random roboport? Okay.
And I will personally find you and box you in and make sure you have a horrible experience.
Ah. At least you're making it personal.
It's not really personal, it's just targeted on whoever does it.
Okay, that means put a ghost print down and let someone else's robot put it down.
I'd love to quote a movie now, but I don't know the quote well enough.
Ah,
Yeah, I think you know the quote I'm thinking of as well.
no, I don't watch movies.
Oh!
But how are you getting your memes if you don't watch movies?
I'm
Needs
too
more
old for this.
memes. Wait, what? What
What?
did you say?
Too old. Can't be asked.
Oh,
Man, you sound like person I know.
That was awfully vague.
Sounds like someone I know.
Sounds like certain human being.
That narrows it down by 7 billion-ish.
Mhm.
At least by species.
all right. I've now verified that those rail crossings are certified not roundabouts.
Good. I'll put them in. I'm not around about. Fine.
Let's see.
Not a roundabout.
It'd be nice if someone sorted out the power poles going from the power plant, because they don't go in any sort of straight or even regular line. They just kind of whatever diagonal wiggly path someone walked there with.
That's me, actually. And yes, it's
You can
horrible.
fix it.
No, it's not a priority. Getting
Well,
the
that making it
copper
pretty-
distribution up and running is a priority.
Pretty.
Yes, I just prettied all the rails here. Now I gotta be productive. Gotta have a bit of both. Also, who's watching the stream in case we have anyone commenting?
I have the
I'm
phone.
watching the stream.
Yeah, I have
Alright.
the phone also, so I see them. We have
Oh.
only 2 viewers, and that's probably us.
Lol.
So, Sai, you're not buying that Samsung screen I linked, I guess, then? Come on.
Would
Well,
that be
not-
the
not-
32.9?
Yeah,
That's super ultra widescreen.
yeah, it's 50 inch. Yeah, no, thank you. That's actually not a very good screen for work.
Is there a
Well,
reason?
it kind of is, but it's like free.
It's niche.
Yeah, 3.8 or whatever 1000 pixels by 1440, I think, or 1080 even. So
I
it's not
think
really
from what I
high-res.
heard, from what I heard, which is, you know, don't trust this. I'm sleepy and tired and all that. It's basically more than, so it'll be 5120 by 1440. So 32 by 9, so two 16 by 9 next to each other, and 1440p tall. Either that or it's 3840 wide and 1080 high, which would be really fucking large pixels.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's why I don't even consider. Like for me, a 32-inch 4K display would be perfect. If it's bigger and stays at 4K resolution, it's not gonna be good.
I have a 30-inch 2560 by 1600, so 16 by 10, and I sit the same distance as most people would sit from their monitor, so more than a foot, less than 2 feet. And the 100 dpi works really well because you don't need text scaling, but sometimes 10% higher text size is neat. But you can actually work at a normal 100% zoom. For a 4K monitor, that would be 42 inches, so with some wiggle room, 40 or 44 inches. Then you get the magical 100 dpi. And for a 5K screen, it would be 55 inches, exactly. Guess what I want? Ha!
Yeah, I'm having different type of trouble.
Oh?
I have an ASO monitor.
A what now?
ASO. Professional.
Oh, ASO!
Yeah, ASO FlexScan. I have a FlexScan series monitor. It's freaking almost impossible to. my eyes are just bleeding when I see the crap that you can buy like like non-professional or like semi-professional even. Yeah, it's hard.
Honestly,
But I don't.
consider Dell.
Yeah, I know those are quite good, but still, it's not up to that level.
Do you need that level of color precision, and do you have the gear to actually calibrate it?
I have the gear, yeah. But actually, my
Do
monitor.
you?
Yeah, my monitor. I have a friend who has the X-Rite calibrators.
Well, that does not answer the question of do you calibrate the monitors?
Yep.
Because one thing is having the gear, and other is actually putting in the effort.
Yep.
All right. Now, I'm genuinely curious here, not trying to be rhetorical, but I considered you as a coding guy and/or backend guy. What do you need calibrated color for?
Well, the strain on the eyes. I can sit for 20 hours at my monitor at home like nothing happened. At work, I had that Dell at work, quite good one. After 8-9 hours, I was done. Despite that being also quite good monitor, and I think we even calibrated it. It's day and night. You know, until I didn't have this monitor, and if I never bought this ASO, because I bought it for $700, so it was like a steal at that time, I would never even...
Still is.
Yeah. Well, I can't have that offer now. This was some pretty serious back channeling. Yeah, but like if I never bought it, I wouldn't bother right now. I would buy the same Dell like for 400-500 euros and be done with it. But I have an ASO, and that's the problem.
I mean, just buy any kind of blue light glasses.
Not the same. Glasses help, but
Question: do you calibrate?
Yep.
Do you calibrate to a color temperature of 650K and an sRGB color space, or do you calibrate to a warmer color?
I can't tell you because I just put a calibrator profile and it did it for me.
Because that would actually explain a lot if that's what you're doing. Because that makes sense, that would make it less straining on the eyes.
Let me see. Well, my monitor runs in sRGB. Yeah, remember that this is a professional monitor, so it has things like these. Yeah, where's the monitor settings, language, bright regulator, signal detection power.
Monitor angrily beeps.
Okay, yeah, I don't think I have a color. Well, basically, yeah, I run in sRGB.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna guess, until I have better information, that it's not the calibration per se that's helping, but rather the fact that it's calibrated to a warmer color temperature, which generally would make it more pleasant on the eyes.
Yeah, that's probably true.
And then you could use a cheaper monitor. However, if you need to convince someone that you need a more expensive monitor, you could also argue that different monitors have different white light, which do affect how colors appear, and if you have some sensitivity or not perfectly normal color vision, you could theoretically perceive a difference, and that could affect your comfort level.
Yeah, also one of the bigger differences is this monitor has perfectly the backlight is perfect. Well, basically perfect. It doesn't have any like zones or something. It's done to a degree that it's even background noise, and there is no.
What panel type?
This is an IPS.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a FlexScan HD 2442W.
Not gonna say I know that model on the top of my head, but I am actually gonna Google that. Let's see.
Yeah, it's an quite old model, but yeah.
FlexScan 2422W.
Yeah, I wrote in the chat first. HD 20. I wrote long. Yeah, here's the correct.
I mean,
Do you have any beacons?
I don't think we have any here in the new factory. I mean, can I have hard at work?
I've got 10.
It's not gonna be enough.
Okay.
Oh, it's a CCFL light. Interesting. You might want to consider a GB LED backlight then. Those are generally reserved for the highest grade monitors. That or quantum dot.
You have to write that in Discord.
No, cat. What? Fuck.
So you do understand that I do have a problem with the budget.
Yeah, a luxury one, to be sure.
Yeah, but it's also I'm spending like 12-15 hours a day, every day almost. So yeah, I do need my.
Yeah, I mean, it's the gear you actually interact with. You should spend money on it, especially if it affects your comfort in any way. I mean, I have a $150 keyboard. There's a reason for that. It's really comfortable to type on. And earlier today, I actually had to type on a membrane keyboard.
Yeah.
I literally struggled to type because one, the keys were literally mushy, and two, it's like, wait, I typed that key like 3 times now. Why is there no letter?
Push harder.
But the keyboard is flexing! Cheap, dirty plastic.
Keep pushing harder now. It's not me. You can buy a good keyboard.
Or you can,
It was my keyboard. That's the problem.
or you can just buy one of those silicon mats. What popular during early 20s. It's
Yeah.
rolled out.
You can get a projector keyboard.
Now that's the future.
Yeah, right.
Alright, let's see. What was I needing? Right, I need me some trains. Do we have rocket fuel somewhere?
If you guys don't hear from me in the next week, it might be because my cat is trying to kill me.
Well,
That's fine.
that's what cats do. It's their purpose in life.
Yeah, I
There's loads of
worried.
uranium fuel if you want that.
Yeah, I worried the quantum dot. Quantum dot is pretty new. It's probably gonna cost a shitload of money.
No, actually, that's the funny part. It's basically just a thin sheet of particles between a normal blue LED backlight and the rest of the monitor that uses quantum fuzzy magic to, in short, make light do fancy shit. Basically, there is no explanation that doesn't include magic here. It is magic.
I mean, is it named quantum because it have actually something to do with the
Yes, it actually uses
microscopic?
quantum effects about how if you shine blue light on quantum dots of certain sizes, they will actually re-emit that light on a different wavelength. So you can basically use the size of the dots to control what the
Damn it.
output light will be. So basically, magic. You can try and use different words, but you're just being fancy-pantsy about it. It is magic.
Damn it! Damn! Give me a train, someone.
No, you're not responsible enough.
It's only the back half of the train he's got a problem with at the minute.
Someone give me a train, please.
Where are you?
Locomotive.
Come here, stop moving. Stop. Stop.
Yeah, thanks. Died to a train.
Red.
Yeah,
Jump
the-
power
the-
armor
the-
and
the-
legs.
yeah. The funny part is, I actually caught up with the train, glitched through it, and died.
Why would you glitch through a train? That's really dangerous. You should not do that.
Stop that.
I have no idea
Silly.
what I said. I say many things.
But of those many things, are they the right things?
Never.
That's an impossibility.
Exactly.
It's impossible.
Do we
Or
have
is it
concrete?
an uncertainty?
Do we have concrete on this side of the map?
I think so.
Oh, I tagged your body, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Alright. The copper station is now technically operational. It just needs copper. Ha! Haha! Unimportant details, yes. Let's see how... Oh! Malter,
Mm-hmm.
when you're stuffing 160k plates into warehouses, could you try and make it even between them on the input side?
I can try.
Because now you have two going into one and one going to the other, which gives all kinds of issues. And I'd love to fix it, but this is like 17 inventories worth of items.
Yeah, I mean, the easiest ways is to add the other 3 factories on the end of the already existing one.
No. actually. Because you don't have the same number of belts going into either. One gets 5, one gets 4. So even then, it would still be broken.
Mm.
What would work, though, is have all the belts go into a single warehouse, which would then essentially magically balance it. And then you can have a handful of belts on the output side. That would be really useful.
Do you have an extra warehouse on you?
I have no warehouses at all. So, for
I'll fix it.
How to fix this? I think the easiest way, if you have 2 warehouses, just put them in series, and then just drain both of these into 2 in series, and then put all the belts into the first in the series, and then eventually remove the second one.
Mhm.
So if that made sense, I hope.
Yeah, that was the exact thing I was supposed to do.
All right, awesome. I'm helping. Let's see. So copper input side.
Oh, we didn't bring warehouses in the train?
It would appear not.
This-
Warehouses never were automated. So,
Disappointed.
Problem solved.
Ooh, biter attack.
Quick! Haven't killed anything in months.
You're just itching to get that kill going again, aren't you?
I thought we killed them all.
Well, we did, but then we kept exploring.
Oh, I see.
Uh-huh.
Because I got no power, the laser turret, someone's depowered all the laser turrets.
Okay, now I'm genuinely curious again. What is this?
I told you wouldn't like it.
This is confused. I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm just not entirely sure what it's supposed to do.
Balancing in between 2 chests.
If one's empty, if one's fuller than the other, it'll fill it up until they both balance out.
Is it too advanced for you, Dragon?
I think it just puts an infinite loop of transferring stuff around.
Yeah, that's basically a UPS killer.
It's fine.
Cry! Cry!
I'm on my way to fix it. Yes, you relax.
Alright, I should maybe spend the time needed to build a default loading station of some sort. Let's see, is this within wiggle reach?
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Choo 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 choo. Alright. Seems that, because of circumstance, copper will be the first resource to actually get its own dedicated network. How interesting.
I found a bug with mini loaders. It's loading onto the ground. It's almost like old Factorio when all the belts just push it off.
See. Could you slap onto me a handful of ultra fast belts and undergrounds? I have splitters.
That's all.
No undergrounds? Oh, right, yeah. Yes, undergrounds. Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Now, do you also by any chance have these loaders?
I have 2 of the super fast ones.
Okay. I
I
guess
think
can
we're
make
running
that
out.
work. In that case, I'm just gonna do normal stack inserter build, so we can use this for now.
I can go and make more if you really need the unloaders.
I don't really need it. It's just how to put it while sleepy. It doesn't matter which. I just need to know what we are going for in the long run, so I can actually spend a little time building a proper blueprint for everyone to use.
Unloaders are far better, in my opinion.
All right. He gave me 2. I can blueprint the rest, so that'll work. And then whenever you have more, just plop them down.
Okay.
Yeah. All
many-
is good.
How many are you going to make? How many are you going to blueprint down?
Considering their speed, 1 per station should be plenty. So, or 1 per wagon rather. Say, 500 should last a good while. Uh-oh, what are my bots doing? What is this?
It is
What?
a 2K military science setup.
Hey, radioactive. Yeah, the list of
Would it be possible to not place it right next to the entrance or exit area of the trains, so I can have the needed space to wiggle them about?
Ah, I got too close as well.
Just as one station I'll fix, it'll eventually drain and then it can be removed. For now, we really need the copper. Oh, and you want to cut off the input while you're pushing to a new warehouse, obviously. If not, you're just making the issue worse.
Yeah, so radioactive on the stream. Here's the list of mods.
Oh, someone asked a question? Way!
Yeah,
How quaint.
Celebration!
yeah. Maybe if someone can post a list of mods into the chat.
Right. Hmm.
Okay, my rendering is slightly off. Are these mini loaders set up correctly?
Oh,
Where?
Right where I'm standing.
and they should be.
Good.
Yeah, belt forces the direction.
Alright. You... thank you. You were doing me nervous.
Again.
Rep.
And I died in the main base. Crap. What's the teleport command?
Have you still not set your spawn point?
No, it's in the new base.
Why would you have your spawn point in the... Wait. Which base do you want to be in?
In the old one.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's the issue right there.
Eh. What was the command?
I don't know. Is there a way?
Show me the way.
Ah!
Milo managed to transport me once. Is there any steel at this end of the map?
Yeah, there's a fabrication area of steel down in the south.
Oh, that's how you do it.
I see.
Nom nom nom. I won't say this is super pretty, but this should load reasonably fast. As long as you can feed it, that is. I think I have enough fish now, thank you.
Something fishious happened to you.
Yes, I think I know who this main suspect is as well.
Did you want more fish?
No, I think I'm good, thank you.
Just in case any of the biters that are nearby come and get you.
I think I'm good, thank you.
He thinks wrong.
I never think wrong. Sometimes the world just hasn't caught up yet. Thinking wrong would probably be some kind of crime or something.
Well, that took a while. And I probably missed them all.
I almost concreted the path to the new base. Yeah, do we have any concrete production on this side?
No, we don't even have brick production yet.
Mm.
That was the next step for me to make. I just haven't found any good stone patches to deplete.
There is a stone patch right on the coal patch next to me here. Could just drain that.
Yeah.
Let's see. The auto configuration of these mini loaders is neat, but kinda glitchy.
Mhm.
Also, if anyone has 2 more, this station will be ready, and we will actually be feeding coal into the main system.
Nice.
Which means it should be available for the mall, which means we're one step closer to not needing the main base no more.
Good, good.
We'll be a proud and independent base.
I'm nearly there with. I've got one. I just need to make one more. But I'm having a few supply issues.
No worries. We're in no hurry.
Got the joke.
Ha 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 ha!
Oh, too bad.
No, I don't think we have a functional mall yet, but once we have some resources flowing, that should be my next priority.
12 million stone patch. God damn it.
Well, that not good enough for you?
I mean, it's good and all, but its placed terrible.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yay! Alright.
Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to add those super fast trains at this point.
Why?
Well, to have shuttle trains, so you don't have to run.
But you're faster
mean-
than a train.
Then we just can make a warp point if that's the case.
Yeah, rather do that instead of just adding more mods. Keep it simple. Let's see.
Oh, I didn't have any construction bots. That explained a lot. What happened to all the logistics bots?
I am innocent!
Never.
Mhm.
What did you
Hey.
do?
They might have been really tasty.
That was my sigh of unapproval. Wait a minute. This makes no sense. There are robots in these robots.
Yay! I can now remove one abomination from the tracks. Great success!
Yes. So there is.
I just saw the inventory size resources at 20k already.
Pardon? Oops.
Dude, what the fuck?
How did you manage to do that? I wanna know the secret to killing Zargon.
It's still Dragon, by the way.
Well,
Zargon.
What'd you kill him with?
If I keep you calling Zargon, you will come to me.
No, I'll literally mute you on Discord. Have done before, will do again.
ooh, we got
That's
beacons.
that's cheating.
And I get my power armor back now.
Moment.
Okay.
Speed Force.
What kind of armor is this?
I'm gonna
Hey,
back a minute.
Topi, I'm gonna need you
Yes.
to take the fish back. And then I'm gonna need you to join me here. Wait, yeah, this should be safe.
Last famous words.
Let's see, do I have my suits now? Yeah, this looks about right. And where is the other suit? Wait, did you pick up one of my suits? Never mind, I have it. All is good. I think I might need to speed up the unloading here, because this is 50 seconds per wagon. How is the system looking? Alright, 2 or 3 more trains.
Would
And,
the normal setup with this not just be faster?
well, if you have 4 of them, would be 1 blue belt, so you need 8 to be as quick as 1 ultra-fast mini loader. In other words, 2 ultra-fast mini loader would be significantly quicker than anything you can do in vanilla. But the problem here is there's the warehouse is the limited output, because I'm gonna need 8 more outputs, and I can see 1, 2,
Well, the whole path is completed.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, the problem then is the warehouse itself would be the bottleneck. Oh no, that wouldn't be an issue because there's only 9 belts going in total, so that shouldn't matter much. Eh. Oh well, it's not going to be an issue anytime soon. The entire idea is to have multiple coppers feeding into the central distribution, and then have multiple outputs. So the loading time per train is not that important. It's the unload time that's actually important, and the main bottleneck is actually moving the trains in and out of the station quick enough. With with larger stack size items, actually, you could theoretically replace all the stack inserters with ultra fast loaders and instantly unload a train. But I'm not sure that would be useful because this is more than enough capacity to support 1k signs per minute and then some.
Arden,
Yes?
6 inserters is as fast as 2 mini loaders.
That's theoretical capacity, right?
It's from just 2 wagon.
Oh, right, of course. Yep. Cause, yeah, this is straight from belt. So to be certain that you would not back up a belt like this, you would need 8 stack inserters going at all times. Because 1 blue belt is 4 stack inserters. If you use all the wiggly bits.
All the wiggly bits?
The
Yes.
fastest would just be to have 6 mini loaders going into a wagon, and then those taken out of a buffer chest, which is also being fed by mini loaders
Yeah,
if it can't be handled.
but might as well just do belts and mini loaders straight because we have the warehouse as a single entrance buffer point. But yeah, in the normal game, this is the fastest way to use inserters to load into whatever. Because that way you don't have lane swapping, assuming blue belts everywhere, of course. I just literally don't have blue belts. What are you doing?
Faster.
Huh?
Pasta?
No, no pasta. Haha! I filled your inventory with crap. And fishes.
Now, if you take damage, you can regain your health. Hooray!
If I take damage to the point of losing actual health, my biggest issue is I'm losing actual health. Doesn't matter if I fish or not.
There.
No. I refuse. There we go. Oh, the fishy.
Someone sleeping?
Yeah.
For once, it ain't me. Hooray.
Yeah. Whoa. It took both of us.
Dang.
That train just does. It won a train. It is the train to watch out for. It will kill.
I'm gonna put some hazard concrete where you died, so you don't get hit again.
Sorry about the wiggling. There we go. Think to the pot. There we go.
Does anybody have any loaders on them? Doesn't matter which speed.
Yes, I do. Where are you?
I'm at the solar array at the new base.
How many do you need?
Just 2 is enough. Thank you.
Welcome.
Hmm.
Well, where should I store the oil? And how?
In tanks?
Oh, that's genius from you.
Oh, thank you.
But no, I'm just thinking how to do the layout.
Why would you store oil?
Well, not the well, the petroleum. No other crap.
Oh, if only we could manage RoboPort areas like we can power poles. That would have been so nice.
¿Qué pasa?
I have a situation here where it would be very beneficial to place down some RoboPorts in the middle here, but if I do that, I connect these two networks. And because of unforeseen consequences, well, I thought it was 2 tiles between that was on the rail grid, it was off the rail grid.
Going off the rails? Never good.
Oh, it's not! It's generally considered to be quite bad, actually.
Alter.
Mm-hmm.
Consider that bricks takes twice the amount of materials to get output.
Well, it takes 2 stone for 1 brick, right?
Yes. So you do not need as many output lines.
No, but this is the default design. It's built to be fairly versatile.
I know.
It's
What he does need, though, is more input.
Yeah.
And apparently you also need a lane balancing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're actually missing some power poles in there. That explains it.
I'm missing a lot of stuff,
Hey!
like brain cells and...
Yeah, you should not go missing brain cells. That's generally considered bad for you.
As long as I'm aware that I'm missing them.
Hey! The sad part is I think I know what you're referring to, and that freaks me out.
Oh, damn it. So, if anybody interested in knowing, I almost know how painful it is to give birth today.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. They injected the anesthesia into my arm, into the muscle. And basically it gives the same pain as giving birth, but only in the arm. So I basically know how painful that is. That's how it works, right?
Question. Every
Yeah.
woman ever will tell you it's the most painful thing ever in the world, ever.
Yeah.
Is it?
I mean, I can't really speak for the actual process of giving birth, but if it's any way near what I experienced today, yeah, it's kind of painful.
Actually, you can find out firsthand. There are special devices that simulate that.
Yeah.
Are they real? Because I read a lot of comics with them, but I haven't actually seen one of those devices in real life.
No,
There's also the age-old joke of how there was a machine that would transfer part of the pregnant or giving birth pain to the father, and the father felt nothing, and everyone was happy until they found a postman dead at home. Am I not making sense again?
Yeah, I got it. I didn't laugh though. I got the joke.
Alright. Yeah, I'm blaming lack of sleep.
Yeah, I think I saw on UK television, or no. I was watching some documentary or something like that, and there was like they actually did that procedure.
I mean, it's, what I've heard, there's another disease called the suicide disease, which basically makes your face hurt.
Oh, is that the one that is also referred to as just unbelievable headaches, essentially 24/7?
No, I don't.
Or is
think
that
it's the
another
same.
one that also...
This disease, what I think in the suicide disease, it's a nerve in your brain that's not connected, and it's misfiring all the time. So you're experiencing only pain. all your pain receptor in your whole face is opening up and just flooding you with pain.
Oh, that would suck.
Sounds pleasant! Ha ha ha!
Yeah.
Yes.
That sounds like the kind of dick move the body would do, or the brain.
What do you mean? The body is a perfect machine that works every time as intended, right?
Definitely.
Yes, and it's not just a literal long series of hack upon hack. Nope. Seriously though, biology is amazing, but dear fucking god, that's some real bad hacking. So many horrible workarounds.
I mean, it's comparable with programming and then having a corrupt code in your system and just hoping the corrupt code will eventually turn into something pleasant and nurturing for your species.
It's not corrupt
that
code.
never happens.
I mean, a mutation is corrupt code. That's, I mean, corrupt
I'd
DNA.
rather say mutation is code having reached critical mass, and instead of refactoring, you just keep adding to it and changing random bits.
It doesn't work that way.
Are you saying that code can't reach critical mass?
There is no such thing.
So you're telling me that it is not possible to have a code base be in such a shape that if you poke one thing, something absolutely, completely unrelated will break?
Oh, in that regard, yes, that can happen.
So, a code base can reach critical mass.
Well, it's just not in size.
Oh, no, I never meant size. I meant as in, it becomes to the point where it becomes a unpredictable mess.
Yep.
I mean, couldn't you have so much code so your processing unit couldn't be able to process it before the next patch of code needed to be read?
If you need a real-time system, yes, but usually you don't need a real-time system, so it would just run slower.
Yeah.
Now, again, sleepy and tired and all that, but I'm guessing what you described is essentially the halting problem?
I don't know.
Yes, I can probably correct me on that as needed. I'm expecting he knows this shit. I'm taking his silence as that I was on it. It was all good. Yep.
Close enough.
Yep. I am doing a code! And watch out, because tomorrow I will do an adult.
When? You are gonna do an adult?
Yes.
What?
Have you never heard that term used seriously or ironically before?
That
I mean...
That made absolutely no sense at all.
Yeah, I need to process it. That sentence. I mean, I get it that you're trying to make it sound like you don't know what you're doing, but you're going to make adult stuff. But at the same time, it sounds like you are going to have sex.
Oh, right. I can see that because of adulterating and all that. Basically, it's a somewhat recent term. I'm sure it's 700 years old because all of these terms are always 700 years old or older. But very recently, it's been gaining a lot of popularity, especially in quite literally my generation, so 30 and down, where the disconnect between being child, teenager, and adult, it's so floaty that it's essentially gone. So no one feels like they're being adults because they all feel like they're kids. So to handle the words escape me. The disconnect, between what you are doing and what you feel you are as identity, the term doing an adult appear to basically encompass every term like I've paid bills today and I put money in my savings account. I did an adult today.
Okay, yeah, I mean,
If that makes sense.
yeah, I got it, but I usually use the term, oh, I'm doing adult stuff today, or not using it as a adjective.
Oh, right. You're using it the way it's supposed to be used.
Yeah.
It's fun breaking word system. Some people become so squirmish about it. You can see their brains turning to mush and they're just screaming internally going, no! You cannot use that word like that! Shoo! Bad! And it's funny.
Yeah, my brother asked me yesterday, what's the pluribus of time lapse? If it's time lapses or time lapses?
Well, that's actually a good question.
And I just said, well, if you're writing in Swedish, just make up a word because it doesn't matter. It's an English word. You can do whatever you want with it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. God, this is such a dirty hack. I feel bad for doing this.
Yes, feel bad.
You are bad and you should feel bad.
Shame. And by the way, why are you doing this big loop here? Is it like a stacker?
Basically to ensure that one train can completely exit this crossing here. So it doesn't really do anything except, yeah, basically be a small stacker. It's leftover from the other side here, where it's all mirrored.
Yeah, it would be easy just to do like this.
Yeah, but then you have the problem of having to manage this as a single large block, because then the trail could potentially block it off, and I don't want that. So having it this way is easier.
That copper train line is probably one of the most unnecessary things I've ever seen.
What, the wiggle?
Well, no, I mean the distance between the smeltery and the copper plate unload station. I mean,
It's all about building infrastructure. Yes, you will have a few cases of weirdness, but it is for the greater good.
yeah, I mean, I get it, but at the same time, if I were jumping into this map and just looking at this setup, I would say, why didn't you just pull a belt straight to the loader?
Because literally, as I'm sure you know, the point is to have a simple, easy to maintain infrastructure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
By
I
the
get
way,
it.
why aren't the copper smeltery attached to the warehouses? It's supposed to not be inputting.
Yeah, it's supposed to be draining, so that we can remove those two warehouses and just plug the yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Something.
Yes. So just take all these and just plug them in somehow. I mean, if you really wanna add the outputs here, so that outputs twice as much, feel free. But I'm not gonna bother. Rip!
Fuck's sake.
Such a noob!
For once, I'm not dying in this stream.
You say that now.
Check pick, yeah. Nah, I have vouched to never die again. So far, so good.
Hey!
I guess that works.
For now.
That's future us problem.
Exactly.
Let's see. Now, if I am doing my shit properly, this should work so that the station will be enabled once I'm done building it, only when it needs fuel on either side, and only the side that needs fuel will actually unload. Theoretically.
Sergeant,
Yes?
how much fuel are you gonna let this station have on either side?
One swing probably, so 16.
Why not more?
Because that's a lot.
Yes.
I mean, the reasonable thing would be to program this so I could change the value as needed. Oh, actually, wait, no.
Should be pretty easy.
Do I have these from request from buffer chest? No. Alright, it would be really nice to have these as... Okay, it's not that much effort to set these to requests from buffers. Let's see.
For some reason, I just want to watch Monty Python sketch. Is that weird?
Well, Monty Python is pretty damn awesome.
Mhm.
Even though it is weird, Monty Python itself, I mean.
It's silly. That's what it is. Silly.
Only if you watch the Ministry of Silly Walks. That is silly. Nothing else of Monty Python is ever silly. Because that would be silly.
That's enough. Enough.
So change that to R. And set that for all. Can I do that? That does not cause cross-contamination, does it? No. Why the fuck is there fish in this network?
Something fishy had to go down, I guess.
Because someone has said the trash spot.
No, but there's no storage chest here. That's the point. There shouldn't be any way to get it into the system. This should always be clean, assuming the train comes in clean. And I don't see any chests with double icons. How the hell did a fish get in? Like, seriously?
Just a single fish.
I'm sure they mess with us just to kind of like have a random item every now and then somewhere.
It's 5 fish. Somehow, in this block, there's a fish. The fuck? Talkby, would you happen to know anything about this at all?
Not at all.
Even if he knows, he would not say.
Okay, I guess I'll request the fish then.
So you do want fish?
And what happens if I put the fish in my trash slot? Will they
will
pick
go
it up?
to the trash.
So pick it up. But where did it go?
I guess you could use buffer chest for that. You set up a certain condition to always empty your system for certain items and take them away from the main system. Almost like a automatic trash lot, but for the main logistics system. It would be handy.
I can't trash the fish because there's no storage here. It is working as intended. But how the hell did a fish get here in the first place? I am confused.
Yes. Get on with it.
Alright, let's see.
Just as a point of interest, the new power plant is powering all of the old base effectively during the night.
You sound like a robot to me, so I didn't hear.
Yeah, try that again, please.
You do know that the new power plant is practically powering the old base now, compared to the old base using its own power sources.
Are you trying to say that the new base is powering the old base?
Yes. If you disconnect the old base at night from us at this, then it loses all power.
Lol.
But it loses a lot of power. It goes down to like 700 megawatts when it needs more like 4 gigawatts.
Yeah, the nuclear fuel run out in the main base probably.
See.
see. Alright, so the train station should only enabled when it needs rocket fuels on either sides, including both. It should only unload on the side that needs it, and it'll unload one swing at a time.
I brought shitloads of explosives dropped into the network at the big train.
I really hope they weren't armed. If you dropped them into the network.
They were what?
Armed.
No.
It was a joke.
Haha. Haha, very funny.
I made a funny.
Ha!
You made
Laugh
that-
detected. Enable laugh routine. Ha! 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 There we go. This should be more or less even.
Yeah, this should be called the running episode. For me, at least. I do a lot of
Also,
running.
we're gonna need to expand the copper thing.
That's the plan.
Yep. How full is the network here? 188k. Nice. So that's many trains worth. Good, good.
I get worried when Dragon sounds like Senator Palpatine.
That's a weird way of saying Mr. Burns.
Excellent. Yes. Release the hound. Yes. Smithers, I hate you. Hoi hoi.
Poor Smithers.
Mm-hmm.
He just wants to love.
Can one love what cannot be loved? That sounded dumber when I said it out loud.
You've done goofed.
And it's not the first time.
Yay!
And probably not the last.
Probably not. There should be a vanilla update for Poison Capsule that has a lot more larger area of effect.
Clearing trees.
Mm-hmm. Whoa. That was a nuke. Who fired that?
Not good.
It's a nice quick way to get rid of trees.
Yeah.
And everything.
It's also a very efficient way to get rid of life,
Yes, everything.
such as mine.
Took a calculated risk.
Okay. Well, as long as it was calculated, I guess it's okay.
Guys, 20 minutes left.
Uh-oh. Speed it up, speed it up.
Where are we gonna put down science?
Well, doesn't really matter. As long as we can get there by train.
Maybe I'll be listened to if I unmute again.
Good idea.
Classics, Dragon.
Yes. But yeah, I think the basic idea was to have the science production and consumption somewhat close to each other. So not necessarily at the same spot, just, nearby. But I'm not sure
No, you can
if any area was considered.
You can always just deliver via trains.
Yeah. But if we could save the interaction, that would be good. Because that would be one less transport step needed.
Where's steel production?
Down in the south.
It's a mom and pop shop, so it's not too large.
Yeah, that's a minuscule amount of steel. Yeah, okay.
There we go. Red science.
Sweet.
Green science.
Woo.
det går bra nu.
Hey!
Science.
Hej vad det går! Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this crossing looks kinda weird, but it's a good one.
Military.
It doesn't have any bad interactions. It actually works.
Well, I like it. It's in 45-degree angle and everything.
It doesn't conform to your standards. It's its own entity and it does its own thing. It's a free spirit.
Whatever, man.
Hey, but now I have reduced the numbers of crossings of rails for a bit and simplified part of the network. Yay! Doing good.
Or doing well.
No, I mean doing good as in doing good things, as in noble, or whatever the word is. Good deeds.
So you're saying you aren't doing well?
No, I am saying I am doing good deeds.
Huh.
I am doing good, not well. As in, not just well. I blame lack of sleep less. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm low on Z particles. Okay.
Z particles?
Or well, technically, I'm overdosing on Z particles. I need to release some.
Oh.
Yes, that's the way it works. Yes. All right. Okay. So now the input lane and the output lane are actually separated to the degree that is reasonable.
We can't have
Nice.
reasonable.
Oh, yes, we can.
The next step is... I don't know.
Blasphemous.
Yeah. Turning the frogs gay.
Hooray!
Well, I got concrete set up.
Oh, do you now?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, nice.
So let's concrete everything.
Is it the nice new concrete or is it the old shit concrete?
Oh, it's the shit concrete.
Aw.
I need steel for the good one.
Well, considering the mess you've made already, might as well add a small steel production there.
Yeah. But it's hard. And according to the news, I'm a millennial and I can do stuff.
Wait, that's not a super fast mini loader. That's just a normal mini loader.
I know, it's just a placeholder until I got the energy to get the super fast one.
There you go.
Oh.
Om nom nom. Nice! You're actually keeping two fully modular, mostly modular machine running.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You're gonna run low on iron ore though.
Yeah, well, wonder why.
Maybe because you you need to put down radars.
Where is the disconnect?
If only there was radar so we could see exactly where the issue was. That would have been so practical.
That would be logical. We don't do logic here.
Well, see, that's the thing.
There you go. You happy? Are you happy now?
No,
God damn.
the mine is still not covered by radar.
You and your radars. Your
Yes.
and your fancy books and. I mean,
I like being able to go to the map and zoom in at wherever I like and actually see what's going on.
yeah, I remember the old good days when you couldn't zoom in on the map and see everything.
Oh, that was so lame. But we thought the pain was not pain, but character building, so we liked it. And then we saw the light, and suddenly we realized the pain was actually suffering.
Well put.
Alright, I'm gonna need to replace those graphics. I really should just set off the time and actually build a proper mod. So many of these changes would be so much easier if I could just have a mod instead of having to hack away at files.
But janky is good.
Well, I want to share my work. I mean, what use is doing good if there's no recognition?
Well, the fact that you know that you did the right thing, or
Well, nothing is ever done for free, though some reasons to do things are considered free. I mean, I do good things because I both enjoy doing them most of the time, and it gives advantages. But if no one knows about it, then the amount of advantages are greatly diminished.
you're starting to sound like Mylon. I'm sorry, Mylon, that was uncalled for. I'm sorry.
No, but it doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be monetary goods.
Yeah,
The resource
I
of
get it.
goodwill is amazing and is severely undervalued. Or things like favors. I mean, getting one good favor can be worth significantly more than whatever you do could be worth in money. Like, favor is the real new currency. What?
Now you're talking about a new bartering system.
A new what now?
Bartering system, rather than this currency stuff we currently use.
Oh, right. So use favors instead.
I promise to roofing your roof if I can get this milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fairly poor example, but it's still an example.
Yeah. How much milk would I get for?
Well, that's the whole point. You have to barter for it.
Yeah.
I need this much stuff for you to need this, and therefore these things should hold equal value.
I mean, that's just established markets. I mean, you can go wherever there is a farmer's market and barter there.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is supply and demand should be localized.
No, I'm saying that guys in suits shouldn't decide what's should have monetary value.
But they don't.
But they do.
Well, no. They have algorithms and machines they might be partially in control of that do that for them. Like, seriously, people are worried about the AI revolution, but they don't realize how many factors of their life are already either largely or entirely controlled by computers.
Yeah, but
And it's still somehow working, which is equally amazing and frightening, actually.
Yeah. AI man, can't wait to join them. Yeah.
Tuck B is real fast.
Well, I'm fast on the concrete as well.
Hey, Tuck B, should we have a race?
Where?
South until we hit the lake. Someone
Okay.
else count us down.
3, 2, 1, go!
You're so slow, Tuck B. I got the lake. What are you doing? Watch out for aliens.
First one to reach the lake is an asshole.
Uh-huh.
That's mean.
I know.
You
Yeah,
shouldn't
see,
be
you-
mean.
You expected something else? You expected good treatment?
I blame
I
that.
expect.
This ain't this type of community.
I
So-
expected people to treat each other with respect and professionality.
Can somebody help me get my stuff back?
What? UDED?
Ah, whoops.
I blame lack.
I told you watch out for biters, and you kept running.
Always carry armor.
I did.
Carry more.
Not much. But I did.
My running suit has literally 0 armor.
Mine has a total of 1.
That's why you died.
Oh.
My building armor has also 0 shields.
I just go with 1 armor so I don't have to change, and it's just got a balance thing that means I don't die but can run quickly.
So can somebody help me?
Yeah.
Nope, I am the wrong end of the map.
I'm just gonna change all my roboports to lasers and shields.
How many do you have?
A lot.
They're done. Dragon,
Yes?
look at the oil outpost.
I can't because you haven't covered it in radar.
Do we need that many?
Also, why is everything covered by robo? Oh, is that to build? Or do you actually intend to have everything covered in a Roboport network?
Well, kinda. Well, I was building, so that's
Yeah.
one of the reasons, but
But yeah, this generally looks okay. Have you tested to make sure that the pipes can actually handle the load? Also, on the output side, there's a lot of connections missing, but I'm sure you'll get to those.
there is a resources also needed. Well, actually, one of the first column is actually running full tilt.
Cool.
Yeah, it empties the pipes just fine.
Now, where is your body?
I have marked it on the map.
Also,
Yeah.
BRB.
Okay, further down. Oh.
Yeah, with this design, I think it could handle a bit longer. A rose even. Okay. 12 in a row is pretty much okay.
Well, as
Oh,
long as it
fuck.
actually works and doesn't cause any issues, that's what matters.
I might die as well. I'm being body blocked by biters. God damn it. My laser couldn't kill them fast enough.
We need another rescue mission.
Let's nuke them.
Do I have to run all the way back and save your ass?
Yeah, 2 minutes, guys.
Okay, I'm just gonna nuke something.
Rocket Man.
I'm running.
Clearly not quickly enough.
Yeah, I thought you would cringe at my output storage.
Just because I don't like how it looks, if it performs the task it needs to perform, and at a reasonable UPS cost, in the end that is what matters.
Oh, we don't have any blue ships.
Blue ships?
Processing units. They are chips.
Oh, I am an ass. I needed to call you out on that. Also, it's late and I'm getting stupid.
Should we leave the old steam engines running? Shouldn't they just be turned off?
I think there should be a memorial
Okay.
from where we came.
That's a shame I'm getting rid of it all.
Fair enough. And it takes forever to run around without any legs.
True. Slightly harsh, but true.
I think you only need one.
Ah,
Overkill is best kill.
yeah. Driving on live tracks.
No.
No one tells Dragon.
Okay, if someone needs productivity modules and especially speed modules, and the oil outpost here are like multiple thousands.
Are you targeting Molter?
Yeah.
That is really inefficient. Considering you're shooting with nukes.
Just want to be sure that I clear the area you're running into. Fighters have a nasty habit to survive nukes for some reason. Like that huge wave. I'm ready to finish up.
Yeah, everybody's ready.
Yep.
You want your stuff, Molter?
You can just take my suits. That's the most important.
Yeah. Well, thanks everyone for watching. I did a lot of running around, and guys did a lot of building. And I also started the oil outpost. So next time we probably gonna start with a little tour of what the other guys did
That was
to see. And yeah, see ya on Saturday. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.